All right, let's see if this works. You're not even going to need all this stuff here. Basically, this can be a necklace or earrings. But we're going to take our 18 gauge and we're going to make a loop right in the very middle of the wire. So it will stretch out like this. And then we're going to make a teardrop and come back like that. And then the other strand is going to make a teardrop and parallel it, pressed side by side, come up like that. Each of these is going to twist around the top loop and end up with like what I call a scarfing, as if this was a face. And then we're going to cut off each of the ends when it's about halfway across the loop, sticking up like that, and press it down into this little bowl made by the loop, thus tucking it deep, and that ends the scarf. Then we have these two like this. This is going to be 18 gauge, by the way, if I didn't say it before. And then we're going to take, I wanted 22 gauge, I don't have it, so I'm going to use 20. You can do it double or single. I think I might try it single, or maybe double. We'll see how it works. But we're going to take the 22 gauge or the 20 gauge and then start it wrapped around here, and we're just going to make loops folded around like this. It's coming around, loops any way we want, just bending it over and under and over and under till we come back up here. And then we're going to make one of the strands is, if we do a double strand, one strand is going to get wrapped and go back into the top part to be tucked just like the first two ends, and then the other one is going to come down. We're going to cut it about 1.5 inches, and then we're going to coil it up to make a little coil just like that. And then from that little coil, we're going to hang a jump ring and a charm, any kind of bead or stone, and voila, we're done. Next, you can put some jump rings up here, and you could put a chain through it or a cord. You could have a necklace, or you can just put earring hooks, make 2 of them, and you could have earrings. Yay. Hooray. All right, let's take, how much do you think we're gonna need? If I planned it out first, I might know, but I'm just gonna risk it and take like a foot. And if that's not enough, I'm just gonna cry. I'll be crying. Then we're in the middle, we're gonna make a loop, crying. Crying. Make a nice loop because we need to get some scarfing up on there. Crying over you. Okay, so you can bend this around like a little round thing to get your loop nice and looped. You can take like a cabochon. You might have one sitting around if you like, and fold it around that. Or you can just wing it and just use your finger and thumb and just gently roll it like this to try to get the size and shape and smoothness of the curve that you want. And you're going to see the incredible talent displayed here as I do this. And you're going to be like, wow, how did he do that so smoothly without any kind of form to press it against? And I can just, I don't know, I'm modest, but I have to say I was born with this skill. And of course I exercised it too, because I'm a very diligent, hard worker who doesn't really ever mess up in any way. But here we have this, and if you notice, it's pretty much perfect. It's the most perfect teardrop you've ever seen. But even if you don't think it's perfect, it doesn't matter, because once we wrap all the other stuff around it, you're not going to see any imperfections you might imagine you see, which we both know are not really there. You're just being critical for no reason because you might be in a bad mood. All right, so I'm starting to wrap this. I'm wrapping it up, and we came to the end. We didn't need to cut it. It's a perfect amount. I took the perfect amount because I did it perfect, because I knew what I was doing. I'm going to take this guy and mirror the first one, coming around. Ooh, looks like 1 foot is just enough. If you want to be safer, take a little bit more than a foot. Now, in meter world, what is a foot? 1/3 of a meter. So take more than 1/3 of the meter. That's what I took. But I want this to be not perfect, but basically, side by side with our first teardrop loop. And then how do we get it to lay nicely? We don't. We just kind of smush it in and start wrapping again. And again, I didn't have to cut it at all. This is the perfect amount. I did it perfect. I don't know how I got to be so amazing, but I wake up every morning and I look in the mirror and I say, why are you this way? And I just say, I don't know, but just have to accept me for the greatness. That's what I say to myself. It's not creepy or just or any other word you might be thinking right now, because I know there's judgmental people out there, but it's just fantastic. Now see that? We have that side by side, and the weird camera angle almost looks, the glare almost made it look like it was 3, but it's 2. Now we're going to take, now remember, 22 would be best for this, but I'm going to try to do it with 20. Let's take a lot. Let's take a whole meter just to be safe. And let's see if we can do it. Let's do the double. Let's go for it and see if it's not too hard. Yeah, I think it's going to be too hard. Let's cut this in half and go for the single. All right, so we have a 1.5 meter, half a meter rather. 1.5 feet for you people in feet land. Okay, so I'm going to, I only need a little bit at the end. So for the end part, let's focus camera. I'm just going to take about 4 inches at the end and wrap it around the bottom here once just to stabilize it. All right, now this is just hand waving up. Hey guys, hey, can I come out and play? Now this one, we're just going to do fun, cute little twisties, little loops. And what I like to do is I like to go over and then under with my loops, over and then under, like over and then under and then over. Let's show you on the paper. Under and then over and then under and then over and then under. You get it? And you could do this with a double strand too. It looks really cool. But today I'm just doing it with a single strand for now. Maybe I'll change my mind halfway. Who knows? So we got this ready. So we went over. So now we're going to go under. And you want to get it, you want to try to make it tight, because they'll try to, you know, separate and be really stretched out. But the tighter you make them, the cuter it looks. So you go like that. You can take your round nose pliers and roll them to get them tighter if you want. But I'm going to try to just do this right here. So I'm going to try to do 3 before I actually fold it around the frame. So that's kind of cute already. I'm loving this, right? I only did this in my imagination. I was looking at some other people's jewelry and getting inspiration from it, but not perspiration, inspiration. But so see, it looks great. Just tucked it under, got it nice and tight, and now we're gonna go back to we're alternating over and under. Yeah, they're playing this music in the background. And you may not think I care for you, but you know deep inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. My voice is still a little bit hoarse. How deep is your love? Deep is your love. How deep is your love? I really see. Now that one, see how that's like see, these 3 are nice and even, and then that one is too close, and then these are smaller, and that one's farther away, and that one's too close. It doesn't matter. Don't judge yourself. It's better to just have fun with this. As you make tons of these loops, they'll start to even out just from the practice. But if you're sitting there like worried about how each one is perfect, you're not going to have any fun, and no one cares anyway, because nobody even knew you had this skill in the first place. And once they see you have the skill, they're going to be like, wow, that's way better than I could do it. And they're not going to see any imperfections. In fact, there's no such thing as imperfections. Go look outside and go find some leaves. Do you find them totally the exact same size and totally evenly spaced perfectly every time? No, of course you don't. You know why? Because leaves don't care what you think. They don't care about you at all. They do what they want to do. They're like totally like libertarian leaves. They just do what they feel like doing. So you be like the leaf. Be like the leaf and just be like, I like this sunny day. I'm enjoying this warmth. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's the way you got to be. So next time somebody says to you, just make like a tree and leave, or something like that, or just make like a tree and be a leaf or something, or make like a tree because a tree leaves or something. I don't know how that joke goes, but next time someone says it to you, just be like, how about I'm gonna be like a leaf and I don't care what you think, and then just do your own thing anyway. All right, so I'm basically doing 3 and then tuck it around, 3 and then tuck it around. So I'm back to 3 again. So, and you can tuck it under, you can tuck it over. I don't care. I don't care. And that, as I made clear, this Nobody cares. So just do it. Just do it and enjoy it. And you can always move them around too. They're a little bit movable. So if you feel like one is sticking way too out and you want to push it back, just have fun with it. See, my last one is like, boom. Now look at that. You see that? I was going to make this one into a little swirl and then hang down my bead. But this loop right here, you can attach the jump ring and hang down. Unexpectedly, it popped up like that. So I think this is the first time I picked up the pliers too. And I don't even need them. I'm just kind of making that one loop just hang a little bit flatter. Like that, and boom. Here we are. So you could take this and you could make a little swirl down there because that will look cool. Or you could just, at this point, it's pretty much, I think if I hang a cool little strand right there, it's going to look cool anyway. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll let this guy hang out and wait. Meanwhile, this guy's going to finish the scarf. Let's come back up here. Just keep going up higher and higher till you're happy with how high you are. And then cut it off halfway. You can see that little tab sticking out. So just fold it towards the bowl and pinch it in, down, and boom. All your sharp ends are hidden. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, I am going to hang the bead right there, but I am going to make the swirl too on top of it. Both, just for fun. So let's go get some cool beads. There, I like this bead pattern. This is a pink seashell. It's 8mm, 6mm amethyst, and a 4mm pink cat's eye. It's almost like see-through, almost like a rose quartz. So we got pink, purple, pink. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. You can do it any way you want. Another way I could have done it is with the purple in the middle and 2 little tiny beads on either side. Doesn't matter. You do whatever you want. But this is what I want to do. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take a little bit of wire, like, I don't know, 2 inches, 3 inches, something like that, and just stick these guys on. Real easy. We're going to take a round nose about 1/2 inch up, bend it backwards, roll it into a loop, make it nice and straight, nice loop, press it against the loop, bend it against the bead, right angle, cut off about 1/2 inch, same amount we used before, take about 1/3 of the way down on your round nose, roll it, reposition, roll it. Make sure you're going to get that little sharp end right in the part where you started. Boom. Make them straight. And see if your dangly part is nice. It's a little big. Even with a jump ring, it's going to get stuck. So we're going to have to do that over again. I like the pink, but I think we're just going to have to go for the amethyst and 2 little rose quartzy. So there, that is better. However, I think if we eliminated this bottom loop, it would be even better. So I'm going to wrap it one more way. Okay, now we just take it and we give it a little jump ring. Hang it from the little loop. Close our jump ring. Sometimes it's hard to get in here. You might need 2 pairs of pliers. I'm so good at this, I could do it with 1 finger and my teeth if I needed to, but just showing you how to do it with the pliers so you won't feel bad. And there's our cute little beaded dangle part in the middle, and then use this guy to make a really cool swirl over the top. Do we need that much? Yeah, let's use it. Yeah, maybe cut a little bit. I'm very particular about how big my spirals are. Okay. It's just to get it started. Once you get it started, you can just grab it tight and just fold it. This is a lot easier if you have a 22 gauge too, but hold it tight. You don't want to, if you hold it too loose, it'll slip and it'll scratch. It's not what you want. Okay, this is the side we want it on. And we'll just roll it right in there like that. Put it right over the top. Bam. There we have it. Now we just get some, again, you can make 2 of these as earrings. They're pretty lightweight. Or you can just have one as a pendant. And just put some, you can turn this, actually I'm just going to turn it because it's already sticking up kind of high. So I'm just going to turn this like this, and then we can put the chain right through it. Or in other ways you can add some jump rings and then put the chain, but you want it to be going perpendicular from the way the chain is going.